Hi Reddit. This is going to be long, emotional, and honestly, something I never imagined sharing with strangers on the internet. But I need a space to tell the full truth, something my sister never could. I'll call her Maya for privacy. Maya and I have always been opposites. She's the golden child, smart, charismatic, and able to manipulate almost any situation. I was the quieter one, the emotional sister. My parents always trusted Maya more. She was the first to leave home, went to college out of state, and seemed to have it all together. I stayed close, went to a local college, and helped our parents when things got tough, especially after Dad got sick. Even though we're only 2 years apart, Maya always acted like she was the older one. She was controlling, secretive, and competitive, but she hid it well from most people. Over time, I learned to let her take the spotlight, even if it hurt. But last year, everything changed. It started when I was planning my wedding. I got engaged to my boyfriend Liam, who I'd been with for 5 years. He's kind, patient, and honestly the opposite of Maya. He's the kind of guy who helps my mom with the groceries even when I'm not around. The kind of guy who notices when I'm stressed and draws me a bath before I ask. We'd been through so much together, and I was finally excited for a new chapter. Of course, I asked Maya to be my maid of honor. Despite everything, I still wanted her clothes. I thought this could be a new beginning for us. But instead, it became the unraveling of every lie she ever told. The first red flag happened during the early planning stages. Maya kept insisting on helping with the dress fittings, even though she lived 2 hours away. At first, I was happy. I thought maybe she was finally showing real interest in my life. But every time she came, she'd make little comments. Are you sure that's the style you want? It's kind of plain. Liam is sweet, but don't you think he's a little safe? I just want you to think it through, you know? I brushed it off. That was just Maya being Maya. She always needed to be the smartest person in the room. But then the accidents started happening. One day, I got a call from our mom. Maya had told her that Liam might not be fully committed. I was confused. Where was that coming from? My mom said Maya overheard Liam at a bar, talking to someone inappropriately. I asked Liam about it. He was shocked. He hadn't been to a bar in months, and when I checked, he had texted me that night while he was at home watching TV. I confronted Maya. She got defensive. I'm just looking out for you. If you want to marry a guy who might cheat on you, that's your choice. That stuck with me. Not just the lie, but how calm she was about telling it. Then came the second bombshell, one I couldn't ignore. 2 weeks before the wedding, I got an anonymous message on Instagram. It was a screenshot of a group chat. My sister's name was in it. The messages were awful. Maya was saying that I was rushing into marriage because I was insecure, that I'd settled for the first guy who didn't treat me like garbage, and worst of all, she claimed she had kissed Liam once during a party we all went to a few years ago. My hands were shaking. I didn't want to believe it, but the usernames matched. The people in the chat were her college friends, some of whom I had met before. I couldn't ignore it. I showed Liam. He was speechless. Then he said something that shook me even more. I've never kissed Maya. Ever. But I think I know what this is about. He told me about something that happened 3 years ago, at a party Maya hosted. I had left early due to a migraine. Apparently, after I left, Maya got drunk and tried to get too close to him, touching his arm, making weird comments. He felt uncomfortable and left immediately. He never told me because he didn't want to cause drama. He knew I already had a complicated relationship with Maya. I was furious, not at Liam, but at myself. How many other lies had Maya told over the years that I had blindly accepted? I needed proof. So I did something I never thought I would do. I went through Maya's old social media and group photos from that night. I even reached out to 2 of her college friends, ones I remembered being decent. One of them finally responded. She confirmed everything. Said Maya had a thing for trying to outshine me, even when it came to my relationships. She also admitted that Maya had lied about several guys in the past, often claiming they liked her better than they liked me. My heart broke. I felt like I had been defending someone who would gladly destroy my life just to feel superior. But I wasn't going to keep her secrets anymore. On the night before the wedding, we had our rehearsal dinner. All the guests were there, family, friends, even Maya. I stood up, thanked everyone for coming, then turned to Maya and said, "I want to thank my maid of honor for finally revealing who she really is." You could hear a pin drop. I told everyone the truth. Not to humiliate her, but because I was done pretending. I read the screenshots aloud. I explained how she had tried to sabotage my relationship, how she lied to my parents, and how she manipulated everyone around her to feed her ego. Maya stormed out in tears. My parents were horrified. At first, they didn't know what to say. But later that night, my mom came to my room and apologized for not seeing it sooner. My dad, who had always been a bit more skeptical of Maya's games, hugged me and said, "I'm proud of you." The next day, I married Liam. It was the most peaceful, honest day of my life. Maya didn't come. 3 weeks later, she texted me. It was long, full of half apologies and excuses. She said she was jealous of how happy I was. That she never meant to actually hurt me, just wanted to feel important. She ended it by asking if we could put it behind us and be sisters again. I haven't responded. I keep thinking about all the years I made excuses for her, all the times I took the blame to keep the peace. The times she embarrassed me in front of family. The lies, the manipulation, the competition I never asked for. Some days I feel guilty. She's my sister. Shouldn't I forgive her? But then I remember, forgiveness isn't the same as forgetting. Forgiveness doesn't mean giving someone the power to hurt you again. So I'm choosing peace. She might be my sister by blood. But trust? That has to be earned. And right now, I'm not sure she deserves it.